We literally just sat down in our seats, and we are excited tonight for some Overwatch 2 Academy. It's going to be a great time. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm joined by, of course, Jason. I don't know who sits in this chair, but y'all got to stop sitting in this chair. This chair is so low.
And yeah, I mean, with Overwatch Academy,
we're back.
Who are they playing? LSU.
Shreveport. That's gonna be a fun game. We saw this one. We saw this matchup already before, and I think USM actually took it in a super dominant fashion. If I'm not, or not LSU. Sorry, USM took it in a super dominant fashion, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
could be another quick little 3-0. We're hoping for.
Yes.
Wait, question. Is this playoffs? Is it a best of 7 or best of 5? Okay, still best of 5. Still best of 5. After last night, whole Rocket League debacle, we just had to figure that out for sure.
Yeah, the Rocket League. I thought it would have ended earlier.
Yeah, no. Did they end up winning that match, by the way? I had to leave a little early. They won the match I left on, I'm assuming?
It came all the way back to the wire. It was 3-3, and they clutched up. The last match wasn't even close. They won.
Huge.
The other two, when they were coming back, they were pretty. They were
looking good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, so that's awesome. Yeah, so now we're joined tonight. And speaking of awesome stuff, Mr. Jason,
Yes.
why don't you tell them about some awesome people that help us out every single day?
Yes, our lovely sponsors, Coca-Cola, ViewSonic, Red 6 Sports, Big Gamer, Fast Signs, and Buy Blue Light.
Wow. I mean, Jason, you kill that every single time. You do. You kill that every single time. Yeah, we're waiting for everyone to join the lobby. I don't know how much more time we have. I have a blazing headache right now. Blazing? That's not the word I was looking for.
I was rushing to finish my game before I got here. I didn't think the stream was starting this early.
I thought we were doing 7:30 League. I didn't realize we were doing 6 o'clock Overwatch 2. Did not realize that. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it should be pretty straightforward and simple. So yeah. Jason, how was your Tuesday? Your rainy Tuesday afternoon?
It was very good.
Yeah?
The weather was all right. It didn't rain
This weather
on
is
me
terrible.
when I was walking around.
Yeah.
It was still like drizzling,
Sure.
so it wasn't that bad. Or walking around the school.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
my day was been pretty good.
good.
My English teacher said my essay was good.
Yeah.
read my essay.
They were lying, but awesome.
Oh, he actually read through it. He was like, "Your essay only needs 3 things." And he was like,
to be good, to be written better, and overall just be a better student. Yeah, you don't have to lie, Jason. It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
No. He said I was good. Revise it a couple more times.
Sure.
Get a period to read it.
Sure. I'll read it for you.
Really?
Yeah, I'll read it for you.
I'll wait until I revise it first.
Okay. You just let me know when.
Fixed yet.
I'll read it for you. I got you. Everyone's in the lobby now. I think it's only a few more minutes before we start. Jason, to be honest, man, it's been a long day. I've been awake since about 6 o'clock this morning, and I've hated the weather ever since. You know what I mean? It's been a long one.
Oh, you're up at 6 o'clock.
No comment at this time. Good news is, Southern Miss R6 won their match last night in ECAC, securing top 10 in playoffs. We're number 7, I believe.
Top 10.
We're top 10 in playoffs for ECAC, which is pretty cool. We won a pretty dominant 2-0 victory, I'd say. Like, we looked really good out there. We were playing all really well. Shout out J-Mac1. He actually played really well last night as well. That was super huge. Yeah, what's that?
Popped off.
Yeah, he did. Go check out his Twitter for some highlights of that match. He did really well. That tweet, fun fact, liked by Spoit.m80. Fun fact.
Wow.
Yeah, Spoit saw his tweet.
I didn't know Spoit was close like that.
Yeah, well, him and Spoit, they go way back.
They go back.
They went to high school together and all that good stuff. So yeah, it makes more sense like when you know the history of it. But yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, no, it's actually liked by Spoit. So yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm excited to. Excited to play
some Overwatch.
You're gonna be excited to catch some Siege coming up soon, hopefully. Hey, when's our next ECAC match, Josh?
Ready to cast some Siege too. That'd be great.
The 27th.
The 27th.
Yeah, so you'll get to see that. I think we're playing Washington State or something like that. I don't know, some weird stuff. But enough of that.
Enough of that.
LSU Shreveport versus USM Overwatch Academy 2 team. Overwatch Academy 2 team. That makes a lot of sense, Aaron. Nice job. Overwatch 2 Academy team. I think it should be quick and easy and simple because we've already seen this matchup and we've already seen USM perform really well against them. The only thing I'm slightly worried about is the Flashpoint. Flashpoint is not USM's strong suit
I don't think it is
at all.
anyone's strong
That's
suit.
fair.
Flashpoint is just like 50-50.
That's fair, actually. Do you have to play it in your ranked matches?
That game mode is kind of bad.
I know you play ranked
Flashpoint?
sometimes.
Yeah. Every time I play Flashpoint, I dread my life.
Okay, sure.
I rethink my decisions of playing Overwatch.
Sure.
Right?
I think anyone who plays Overwatch actually rethinks their decisions about playing Overwatch. So,
It's only on Flashpoint. That's the only game mode.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, every other game mode's fine.
no, I just think Overwatch is a bad game in general.
I like it for the aiming. It's like a different kind of aiming.
That's fair. No, actually, I was judging you. No longer judging you. I'm now agreeing with you. You are correct.
It's like it's not games where people are just flying around and you have to trace them. You know? Games like that.
Destiny. I don't know. I've never played Destiny before. I've literally never played Destiny before, so I don't know.
Destiny is a questionable answer.
Skyrim.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
You have to trace people in Skyrim.
Yeah, the dragons.
What? With your bow?
Yeah, with the boat, you trace them.
Okay.
They're like flying. Valorant. Raise blast pack.
Oh, it's more of like a flick one tap headshot.
Well, you don't do that, so it's not like that for you.
You just saw me. We're ready to go, by the way.
You're not cooking. But
Straight into it.
anyway,
You saw me Kool-Aid
No.
through the door. And
you're terrible.
kill 3 people.
You're not as good as you think you are. It's all good. We're heading into it. USM versus LSU Shreveport Overwatch 2 Academy. It's going to be a great time.
It's gonna be a rematch.
Rematch, and of course the first playoff game for this team, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, let's see how they do. Li Jiangzhao will be the
I think
first.
they played this map first last time too.
Don't remember exactly, but I will trust your thought process on that. Absolutely. I will trust you.
I swear, losing.
Now entering Li Jiangzhao. Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first time. Wasn't as good as the first time. Li Jiangzhao.
So it's gonna be USM on the blue, Shreveport the red.
Yeah, this is a pretty common.
This is our comp.
This is our comp. This is us.
Comp that we always run.
You got the
almost
Symmetra, the Bastion. Yeah, no, this is just very basic USM things. And I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember exactly what LSU Shreveport played last time, but I'm assuming this is probably around the same thing. I think the Ramatra might be new, but besides that, I think everything else is pretty much the same. Maybe the Moira is also a little bit different, but let's see.
I think the only thing they played the same
Yeah.
is the Moira and the May.
Gotcha. And they're going to take that power position really early with those PPs, and they're already going to be on point. USM trying their best to hold down this point. Want to grab this early. That's going to be the first kill. Lex Tempest going to be able to grab that one. That's the Moira. That's one of the supports down. So now USM in a much more favorable position. If Ramatra is going to get taken down quite a bit. Try not to overheat Dakota. Ram will be 1 HP and Ram will fall. Dakota's going to find that one. The May wall will go off on the right side. They'll grab another one. That's Devastate finding his. Seek and Peek and finding another as well. And the rest of the players are just going to have to fall. And USM will grab a lot of time off this first team fight and off this first point.
I love that they're playing double laser with the Zarya and the Symmetra.
Sure.
It just outputs so much damage on the tank. It really forces him to like play in positions where like he's not out the open. Because like you just get obliterated. With the Bastion threat too, it's just so much damage. Wall up and try to get in. Yeah. Doing a good job holding that just choke.
They are doing a great job. Lots of damage output, but also the heals are going really, really down. Fury will fall. Spellsmith finding that one. Trying to get back into that match as fast as possible. Moira will pop. No one's going to be able there to heal.
It's gonna be grab from Shreveport.
Devastate will take down the Moira, so not as much damage as needed with that Moira taken down. It's Seek and Peeking. Devastate finding their frags. Pushing everyone off point. They just gotta hold this for a little bit longer. USM holding this point. Dave gonna get taken down. The last one left is Zarya, and that's gonna be it. USM taking it. Great first point.
Round.
Great first round.
That was great. Bombs were good. I think did a really good job at just retaking the site after they lost you the first time.
I gotta wake up, man. I like I walked in here, bro, and I was like, I just woke up from a nap, you know, after my classes. And I walk in and everybody's yelling at me, get on the casting desk, get on the casting desk. I'm like, why? They're like, Overwatch 2. I'm like, you mean the most overstimulating game in the entire planet? And I just woke up from a 3-hour nap. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, I was sitting there playing ranked, and my game was like 4-4, and they're telling me I need to get. I was like, oh my god. But we got it done. We're here.
We're straight.
We're lively.
We're doing okay.
My ranked game got me hyped. Let's have a lot of fun. Hard to say. Here we go. So I'm going to beat them to the point, as they do have some metrics to do that. Pika is going to find the first one onto the Sombra.
That's a great 1v1-1. Especially with how much utility Symmetra brings. It's actually so massive to get that kill off first, and also now you have that man advantage. It would be better if it was maybe a support getting taken down first, but we will take the Symmetra kill for sure. She'll be back in the game very, very shortly as the Sojourn now, instead of the Symmetra.
I think the first pick definitely slows them. So we're going to capture the queen first. They did split up the Zarya, the rest of the team. It's going to be Zarya going down, out of position. With the tank down, they're just going to rip for 3 left alive. It's going to get 20.
This should be a clean wipe. The Moira will get away. But the point still in the hands of USM is now holding on to the most, I would say, one of the most, I can't English, one of the hardest points to retake in the game, as USM just need to hold this one choke point or clutch this out. Yes, like you said, for ulti, Devastate will go ahead and use his. That's Moira getting taken down from Dakota. Now,
support is down already, and they're going to push in with this.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. She'll be really weak, but they are going to back up here just a little bit. Beacon will get grabbed. A nice refrag, though. That's going to be Devastate finding the Sojourn and USM. But so much time on this hill and looking really good while doing so. 65-0 now. USM just need to hold this off maybe once or 2 more times.
So they still have all their ultimates in this fight. I mean, I think if they just use all of them, they just win.
Yeah, I actually do agree. That's a great wall. That's a great ultimate on both sides with a grab. Everything you could possibly need, and Devastate's just gonna, oh my goodness. Devastate, Seek and Peek, and the DPSs you need are just gonna wipe everyone out.
I mean, that was a bad one. Grab. That was just them.
With a wall, with the Symmetra wall in between. That was insane. That was just really good. Really, really good. And there it is. USM gonna be taking the first map. And again, one of the more dominant fashions that we've seen. Jason, that was just excellent gameplay all the way through. Seek and Peekin gonna grab that play of the game. It should be the grab play. Yeah, that's a great wall. That's a great wall. Like, you just cannot undermine how beautiful all of that was. No.
One by one.
That was just really, really well played by USM and really, really played by just everyone in general. USM able to bring it home. That's 1-0 now. 1-0. Yeah.
I felt like they were in full control.
Yes. I think in the mid game of the first round, they lost a little bit of control, and I think that's because of an overheat, maybe. I think they give away one too many picks in that scenario. But I am very happy with the way that they were able to regain themselves and make sure that they were able to retake as a team and hold as a team as well. I think their team play overall in general has only gotten stronger as the season has gone on because they played together more and more. I remember the first time that these guys walked in here, I was like, what a bunch of weirdos, okay? You guys want to play Overwatch 2? I said, you guys want to play Overwatch 2? You guys are weird. No one likes that game. That's what I said.
Any game.
I said, any game, right? But they decided Overwatch 2, and you know what? I have to respect them for it because they look great out there. They really do.
They're practicing a lot. I mean,
they do.
The first game they came in and played, I'm pretty sure they got stomped.
I think they did get stomped.
The whole game.
Yeah, pretty sure.
And then they got stomped. But I mean, to look at where they're at now from where they were,
yeah,
it's been a lot of improvement. I think that's from like multiple reasons. I think coaching from Starkey. I think Starkey
Yeah,
went and coached
I think
them.
Starkey coached Skyblaze. You don't know Skyblaze, but Sean was a really impactful support player in IGL that we had last semester that led this team to some amazing victory, or led our team win to some amazing victories. And I believe he also helped out these guys. There's a lot of passion out of this group, and you have to respect it. As we're heading into map number 2, it's going to be hybrid on Kings Road. Jason, how are we feeling about this match?
Like, I want to see a Widow,
Sure.
but I always want to see a Widow on this map. But, I think USM is just going to stick with their main comp. They always run. And this is a comp that. Yo, what's going on?
We're good.
This is a comp that they didn't have at the beginning when they first played. This is a comp that they adjusted when they got all their position. And I think it's a comp that really fits them in their place.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'll be right back.
All right. But if you look here at Shreveport, they're looking to change up their comp just a bit. They got a Mercy now instead of Remora. And they're going to go with the Bastion and Sojourn. So, Shreveport trying to adjust to USM's comp, trying to make counter picks and all of this. They're going to be working their way towards the first choke. USM's going to hold pretty aggressively. Choke, and they're going to target out of position. Not going to get punished quite yet. Mercy's going to be talking.
I really do like the switch over to the Mercy on this lineup specifically. I feel like a lot of times, even though their team was sometimes out of position, the hills weren't exactly what they needed to be, and USM were able to deal so much damage at one time. I think the switch to the Mercy will help out quite a bit, but Bastion going to fall, and Kiriko maybe not very far behind.
Picks from USM, I mean, literally, like, the double laser, both are full charge, is just so much damage.
Yeah. Seems like USM just not letting up at all in this first choke point, you know, already wasting a lot of times with only 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining for the squad to get into the point. They haven't even touched it just yet, and USM holding it down so very well. A grab's gonna come out. No one's gonna be able to, you know, do anything about that, but that's just a great TP and a great heal as well. Zarya will get rezzed from the Mercy, and sorry, that ultimate. What's her ultimate name? Kiriko. I forgot.
Rush.
Seeming will die. Zarya's gonna be 1 HP though in the pocket. 170 HP left. Zarya will be able to get away though, as Dakota gonna keep pushing up quite a bit. Knows that he can get this kill if he wanted to, and there it is. The Devastate will find the Bastion as well, and now USM
Gonna be pushing all the way down. I mean, they're just gonna have to go all the way back into their spawn and regroup.
So that's a great kill.
Lost the Zarya, and then they got staggered.
That's just a great switch, just in general.
I mean,
Bringing out a shield now with the Sigma.
Trying to switch comps, trying to find any way to get past this point.
And, you know, maybe the shield is what they need. You never know. Lots of damage, though, getting done to Dakota as he needs some heals now. He'll eat up a lot. Reaper will be on the board as well. Reaper. And
There comes the symmetrical wall.
that's a great wall right there. It's going to be able to, you know, kind of stagger the team quite a bit. That's going to be Sig getting taken down. Moira not far behind. Reaper going to be super out of position. He'll get taken down as well. Lots of damage now coming out to the Kiriko, and Kiriko will fall, and there goes the Sojourn as well. A team kill with a minute left on the clock.
And I mean, this is looking very dominant. And they do have a Bastion roll too coming up in this next fight. With 1 minute left, it's going to be looking pretty rough for LSU Shreveport to get pie. Grab? Does he need to grab maybe the Bastion?
The Sombra will fall in the back line, and USM doing so much damage. The rush will come out as well. That's going to be Reaper getting taken down by Dakota. USM not letting them through. Spellsmith will fall. But that's going to be only one pick compared to USM's 3 that they've gotten so far. There goes 2 nice refrags there, and they'll finally get their first touch on this point. Hammer will get down. Dakota going to be super low HP, and he should fall here as well. Yes, he will. And that will be USM losing their first fight of the entire game with 20 seconds left, and they will be able to grab this point USM. held that so valiantly, but a great switch to that Sombra, that Reinhardt, and it will make sure that they are able to gain this point with only 9 seconds remaining. USM have never looked better, but this brawl comp is going to be something that they're going to have to deal with.
Here comes the ult from the Bastion. Sombra already going down. There's going to be this ult trying to split them apart.
I don't hate the idea. I think it was maybe used a little too early right there, as they still have to get through this first choke point, and USM holding it very well, I must say, but this Rhine going to be a lot for them to deal with because they have not played against the Rhine very much this season. They've been playing against a lot of Zaryas, Ramatras, and of course the Winstons and Sigmas, but not much against the Rhine part. USM, maybe a little bit of a challenge under the way here against LSU Shreveport, as it's going to take them a good little second to figure this out. They have to switch to the Sombra. Sombra will get taken down. Ryan's going to be super out of position, and Ryan will get taken down. That's a great kill. The Reaver going to be on low HP, and USM backing them all the way up. That's going to be both of them taken down. Great job.
That's the other team. It's pushing all the way down. And I mean, if you look at the top, we have 4 ults and another one coming up. This is a great spot for USM with only a minute left. When they use these ults, they should win. You gotta be careful for the Reaper ult, though.
That's a great grab. Oh, that's so unfortunate. USM not expecting the insane amount of ultimates that were going to come out. That's going to be Shatter, Moira ult, Rush. That's every ult in the game, actually. That's all 5 ults.
That's all of their ults.
From he shattered out of the grab. The Sombra used EMP. Moira used her ult to feed a little bit. The Reaper TP'd behind and used his, and then the Kasune Rush is what got them into that position in the first place. So USM will drop down, but Dakota going to find Sombra early. That's a lot of good utility off the board, and now USM able to play a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more passion. With a little bit more passion now that they know no one's going to be behind them. This is a weird window, I will say, but it's doing them some justice as Ryan, just 1 HP. He'll grab Lex Tempest before he's able to get out, and now USM in kind of a weird spot where they have to hold this checkpoint. However, this spot could possibly lead to maybe a flank or anything of that nature. So USM kind of in a weird spot.
I mean, they have 2 ults, so I want to see them use both these ults on this next fight because there's no point in saving it for the next round.
It's true, but Ryan with Shatter coming up very soon. That's a great kill on the period. The wall looking like it's about to come up, and yes, it will. Maybe a little early on the wall, I will say, but hey, it's getting them kills, and that's all that matters. Oh, never mind. I forgot that it's an overtime. I'm so smart.
Wait, Warren's going to touch, though.
That's just a great touch. Reaper has to touch as well, and that's going to be it. USM getting round number 1, looking a little shaky there in the mid-game, but able to, you know, bring it back, yes.
Only keeping it to 1 point in 95 meters, so man, USM, as long as they can get past this first initial choke that LSU Shreveport had trouble on,
yeah,
I think they should be like good just for this whole game.
No,
this whole match.
I agree completely. I think the Reinhardt switch was probably one of the best decisions I've seen. So you know what? I have to respect them. I have to respect LSU Shreveport for that. Because Ryan's not exactly the easiest character to play. He's not.
And I think USM needs to talk about how to counter this Ryan, because that's going to be their biggest problem going into this round. If they stick to this Ryan, Kenman, who has gotten a lot of good ults.
Yeah.
And such things, so they need a final counter.
Well, let's see how they do it here in just a moment.
To get past this first choke point, they do like to TP past it and up to the high ground behind them.
Yes, and I think that is exactly what they'll end up doing. They'll probably go right side and then TP up. So I'm excited to see how they'll be able to maybe play around this and play against it. Of course, they being LSU Shreveport, they're going to send a player up there. And it seems like actually all the players.
I think they're countering.
I think they are going to counter. They've definitely done their VOD review, for sure.
I know that we're going to do that. They have their Symmetra of their own, too, just in case they need a TP back. But they have the Ryan up there, so if they end up TPing.
Wow, that's just a great call. That's just a great call by USM. They're just going to go up left, and they're going to TP straight up, get into this fight really early and force them down. Now USM able to have this high ground, which they love to have, and now we're going to have to fight on the upwards. USM did really well there in that read, and now
Now they're
He's
just
going
up
to drop
on
down
site.
Devastate. I'm not exactly sure if I love this fight for you, my man. But if you can win it, you're the best player to do it. But Dakota will find the refrag anyway, even as Devastate falls. But not a lot of room to TP. And, of course, the Ryan having to come from a mile away. And they will be able to win this fight most likely.
Yeah, I mean, they just took down the tank for the DPS, which is a really good trade.
Absolutely.
And that's just gonna be
Yeah,
everyone
that
dead on site.
should just be an easy point for them unless Ryan's able to get back in time, and it's looking like he will be able to. Have to take down this Ryan, but with no support, it should be really simple. USM will have the first point much, much faster than LSUS.
Ryan with no support can't really do that much. I like the read from USM, seeing that no one was on site, and they decided to go TP on the other side instead of the normal spot they usually
I love that a lot. That was just really, really adaptivity, you know? That was just really well done.
Instead of just like going up, they saw that no one was on site,
Yeah.
and they figured out a way around it. It was great for them.
Dozer in left room.
Here we go. USM are going to be pushing this payload with 5 minutes already. Try to get past this tunnel, which Ryan's setting up. Lucio might be able to get past this point with Lucio. See if we can use it or not.
Can we deal with them first?
Smellsmith getting really low, but not going to get finished off.
Get ready to push run right. They're fucking holding us pretty hard here. I have almost a grab. I almost have grab. Hey,
Maybe charging up their ults and looking for maybe.
That's that Moira or ult going to come out, and now USM going to decide to push around, and they're going to go to the right side. Try to get a flank on this team. The grab might come out very, very soon. This is a great wraparound for USM. As he will pull a grab. Lots of damage going to come out. The Moira going to have to fall soon, but he won't be able to. Has to take down the turrets. USM being able to get through this choke point very well, but Segan Pekin will fall to the Reinhardt. Devastate finding his on the Moira. The window will get popped for Devastate and for Lex Tempest as they have to get through this. Dakota will find the kill onto Sojourn. Now USM able to push through that chokehold so effectively on that right side push. An excellent call by Dakota.
Yeah, that was just a great read to flank around and then grab. That was just a great read from USM to get past the first choke point. And this is going to take out Kenman kind of out of position.
Very, yeah, I would say very out of position.
Now with not that much to go, yeah, Kenman can make it back in time. He is going to get the ball. Go. Ult by
Wow,
Devastate.
that's a great ult.
Yeah, it's 3 down.
Ball is going to come out instead of the Reinhardt now. Not lots of time left. The USM are closing in on this checkpoint that they need. Will the C9 happen? A great beat from Spellsmith. Apologies. Sojourn will fall. They need to find Ball here. Ball going to be on low HP. That's going to be Ball taken down. And USM
Gonna take the second.
Academy going to take the second map as well. Now on series point, and they have looked so great throughout it.
Good.
Who is going to be able to, who's going to grab this? Who do you think? Okay, sure.
Mora.
That's a really cool animation, by the way.
The tennis. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
this was
this was
good.
the
This was
shadow,
really
yeah.
good. No, this was really, 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 really good. No, this is perfect.
Not only did she was getting damage off, she was also healing the run.
Yeah, no, that's just really well played. That was just excellently done by USM, though, as they were able to adapt and they were able to overcome, some might say, Jason.
Yeah,
And
that
wow,
was really good. They read. I mean, they were just reading LSU like a book.
they were.
Every time they went to hold the choke or like try to counter them,
Yeah.
they just read it and they find another entrance into the fight.
Well, New York City is gonna be
Flashpoint.
the Flashpoint map,
Is this
and
the same maps from last time? I swear.
I
this
think
is
it
like deja
is.
vu.
I think it is.
It's like deja
But
vu to me.
speaking of deja vu, USM should just be able to, 3-0 Queen sleep. No? Right? Am I not mistaken? Maybe they lost Flashpoint, actually. I think they might have lost Flashpoint.
They did struggle on Flashpoint.
They did at least struggle. Yes, they did at least struggle.
And I'm pretty sure it was New York City last time.
Yeah,
around, too.
no, I'm almost 100% sure. I think we did get to see the Coliseum push or whatever that map's called.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Push map, yeah.
yeah, the push map. So let's see how USM are able to do on New Junk City. Ours are going to be coming out. And, I mean, that was just a great game. I feel like a lot of teams were, not necessarily struggling. I think both teams were actually playing really, really well, as ours are going to come out and they're going to be on the start. USM on series point in their first playoff match.
I mean, you can see that USM practices a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Every time they go into a situation that they've been in before,
Oh, yeah.
they always know what to do.
especially like I would love to, just real quick talk about that last map in Kings Row. Dakota said right after they got the first point, Dakota said, and I quote, "If they are holding us on this arch choke, we are going to go right side, flank around. I have a grab, and we are going to just absolutely we're just going to flank, and we're going to win every fight." And sure enough, that is exactly what happened.
And I mean, they fought the choke for a little bit just to charge up the grab.
Exactly.
And then as soon as they were close or like 1% away, they decided to turn around and go around. And it just played out perfectly for them. Unexpected from it.
Yeah, that was just you have to appreciate, especially a good IGL such as Dakota, who is on that important role as the tank. It looked really good out there, and I'm really proud of everything that they're doing.
Also, on the first point, Reed, when they were like not holding the choke,
Yeah.
they were holding farther back.
Yeah.
It was just instant. It's like they practiced it before.
They have, for sure.
They've seen it, and they were like, "Let's go left." TP up left, and it worked out perfectly for them.
Literally worked perfectly as we're heading into Flashpoint. The first point, of course, is going to be in the middle of the Coliseum, and USM struggled on Flashpoint before, so this could be LSUS's moment to shine as USM are going to be in this first team fight. Lots of damage coming out.
Another soldier now.
They will die, but a nice refrag from Seekin Peekin as he'll be on the May. Something a little bit different for him, but I don't exactly hate it for Flashpoint in specific, as a lot of damage is going to be coming out. And of course, that 1-for-1 trade will be super important as USM will have a good amount of time to just play this trading game as they're going to dive on over to point. Zarya beat Zarya in the top lane. Zarya's going to be 1 HP. Zarya's going to fall. Kiriko should be far behind, but she'll be able to get away, and that's the soldier falling as well. Sojourn going to be on the point. She'll be doing a majority of the staying, and she will be falling as well.
Did you see that? He just walled up to grab
I saw
that kill.
that. He literally just Grimwalled. He literally Grimwalled in Overwatch. That's crazy. You don't know what a Grimwall is, by the way. It's
The sage wall, you stand on
on
it.
Valorant. That's a great job, and that's going to be the Moira getting taken down by Devastate. And that's going to be a lot of really good time for USM because they don't want to push with only one support on the board, especially the one support being Kiriko.
We're going to be looking to regroup. And the grab is going to go in early.
But that's a kind of a decent wall. I think he wanted it a little bit closer.
That was a good wall. It split off half to go around. It was like awkward to walk around on. But now
That's
there's
fair.
a grab from USM.
A lot of damage. Dakota will get taken down with that ultimate getting popped as well from the Moira. So much damage coming out. Devastate needs to stay alive, but he will fall as well. Taking the soldier with him. And that's just a great try by USM, but it won't be able to do very much as Spellsmith will also fall. But 86% on that first take. 89, 90%. Sorry, I forgot how fast Flashpoint is.
90%. But the thing is, it's really hard to retake.
That is true.
Points. So this is going to be the hardest part. Even though they're at 90%, they still need this last 10%. They need to get back in and capture it. But if you look at the top, we still have 4 ults charged.
Yeah.
And this could be very easily retook if we use the ults correctly.
Agreed.
Shreveport, we're looking to play on top, not onto the side.
Here we go. USM going into this next fight. Bastional will get used. He'll push back some of the players very nicely as the Zyra. I don't know how to say it. Zarya, thank you.
Here we go. That's going to be a beat coming out from USM against the grab. They're going to go down to the point. Try to drop onto the point possible. Have a bait ult that they can use to
It's a great wall. That's a great kill on the Kiriko as USM now in a man advantage on this point as they have to now retake. USM keeping this in overtime with only 2 people contested. That will be able to drop both of them. The only one left on point is Zarya, and Zarya will die as well. USM needing to just keep holding this, but LSU Shreveport not giving them a chance. Maybe a touch can come out, or maybe not. Yes, it will. The soldier, but he won't be able to.
too long without any heals or.
Won't last long at all. And the flashpoint number 1 going to USM.
And they only needed 2 ults to retake that site, so
Yeah.
they got 2 for the next fight. Trying to grab as much percentage as possible. Would be really good for USM.
No, this is looking really, really good for them as now they're going to have to go to this next Flashpoint, or P2, as some people.
P2?
Huh?
P2?
P2? Point two.
Point 2.
P2.
Take height, take height, take height, take height.
Is this where the point is?
Yes. Yeah, this is the point.
Yeah, they're plus height. Leave hold.
But, yeah, Mora is going to get the first pick on his buffer.
Or we'll use that ultimate kind of early. Won't be able to grab anyone with it. The Reaper is going to be doing a lot of damage on Al. Zarya is going to be super low, but so will the Moiras. Moira will grab hills. Zarya will fall. The Reaper doing so much damage, though, too, on him. He's going to be really low. LSU really want this kill on the Zarya, but it won't be able to find it. As now USM in a much better position trying to retake this point. The Mei ult's going to come out. They're going to grab 3 off of the Mei ult. Sojourn's going to be in the back line. Spellsmith going to try to 1v1 her. Notice that Devastate will not be far behind, and they're just going to hold this out. 23% for LSUS, but lots of ultimates still available for USM. So, excited to see how this is going to work out for them.
I think that was a really good fight there, and the Mayo just securing the whole point.
Yeah, no, the Mei ult was kind of huge. Wow, that's a great Mei wall.
Zarya by herself, but they did use this. Fighting going down, but Devastate's gonna fall to show them. That's not fight here. We're alive. I think it's a 3v2 round, and that's just gonna be USM winning that fight. Once again.
I mean, that's just really well done by them, and they should be able to at least get maybe 95 here before LSUS are able to get back in time, or maybe even just secure the point in general, and LSUS are just going to play for the next point. And that is seeming like what it's going to be, as USM going to be up now 2-0 on this flash point. Now heading into P3 over on the far right side of the map, and USM have struggled on this point before. We know this, and I'm very, very excited to see how they're going to be able to play it and how they're going to do on it.
Regular way, we still have Lucio B and Bastion, which could be big here going into the next fight. As I mean, Shreveport, they're not even on the site yet. They're not even fighting on site.
Yeah, that's okay, holding that first point, really. But, like, the only issue with that is that you're giving USM a chance to maybe win this fight completely, as Moira's going to be super low HP. And USM are going to be on the point and already capped it. Yeah. Reaper could ult here. Suzu going to be used. Reaper going to be low HP. Needs it. That's a nice wall, though. Lex Tempest will fall, but it will be the Zyra. Going to be all alone on site. The Moira going to come in looking for Devastate, but she will fall. That's a great shot from them. Reaper going to be on the really low HP, and he will fall as well, but the Zarya. Dude, I can't say her name right now. I can't. Thank you. Doing a lot of damage and a lot of work for a team. The grab will come out as well, but it will find the kill on the Spellsmith. Nice refrag, though, from Seek and Peekin. Apologies. So much going down, and Seek and Peekin finding 2, finding 3. Ugh.
Maybe 4?
Maybe 4? 4 for the road? 1 for the road? 1 for the road? Won't happen, though. USM looking to just secure this right here, right now. They're going to be very, very staggered getting back onto site.
This could be the very last point of this series. USM are looking great.
86% left. This is the last team fight, possibly, of the entire series of the first playoff game for USM Academy.
They know Reaper has all. They're saying target.
Overclock are going to be on the right side. That's a great use of the wall there. And now Reaper going to be the one getting. Reaper will fall. Dakota's going to grab that kill. USM going to use the Mei ultimate as well.
Need to use everything. This is the last fight they need.
Devastate going to find the Sojourn. 1 HP on the Zarya, but a nice grab. Devastate will find the Sojourn as well. Lex Tempest will fall. Devastate's going to find the Moira. Overtime not going to go well, and that's going to be it. USM Overwatch 2 Academy going to be able to find this one out in a 3-0 victory. And they looked very, very good, Jason. And that will be their first playoff appearance and their first playoff win.
Yeah.
As USM have done very well this season, and they only look stronger and stronger as they go through. USM.
You did amazing on the
Nice, nice, nice. I like the compliments coming out from this team over here. You know, very passionate players.
Not even the heals, I think overall everybody played well.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. But with that being said, as USM to Overwatch 2 Academy will take their first playoff win. We'll be seeing League of Legends, and I believe their first playoff game is they'll be heading into it at 7:30. So in about an hour, we're gonna go ahead and get off this so that they can get ready for their match. And of course, only one last thing to say for me and Jason, as Emily and Kingsley will be on your cast next. I just spit everywhere. I don't want to talk about that. And that is Southern Miss.
Southern Miss to the top. We'll see you guys.
Bye, guys. I think tomorrow, actually. So see you then.
Hello, everyone. My name is David Dickert, the esports coordinator for Southern Mississippi, and welcome to the Esports Arena.
The first stop in our brand new USM Esports Arena is the production station. Here, as you can see, is lights, camera, audio, OBS, big player, OBS is.
This is our casting desk. Here our casters give real-time in-game analysis, extremes, the best you'll ever receive from USM Esports. Whether it be insane overtime matches or insane 1v3s.
The Astro is going to be inside of Artist. She's going to peek around the corner, finds one, finds two, finds three, Jason! Perfect accuracy!
Main stage where a bunch of our teams and players compete against other colleges and universities across the United States. Here they play games, matches, all that fun stuff.
This is where the hours are put in. Here on the practice stage is where our players are given time and resources to be able to hone their skills and be able to perform on the main stage.
This year at Southern Miss Esports, we are introducing varsity and academy teams. Now, you may be asking yourself, what's the difference between varsity and academy team? Varsity teams are going to be our most highest level of competition here at Southern Miss Esports. Those titles including Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch, Rocket League, Valorant, and Rainbow Six Siege. Our academy teams are those who are trying to get into esports. Our academy teams are open to anyone who may want to get started in esports. Games like Super Smash Bros., Overwatch 2, and Valorant have already established academy teams. So if you or anyone you know is interested in starting esports, be sure to come by and learn more about our academy teams. Oh, hi, didn't see you there. This is our conference tables. When our teams aren't competing on the main stage, they're right here, strategizing, reviewing film. As you see right now, our Rocket League team reviewing for their game against Ole Miss next week. This is where the magic happens. This is where the strategizing happens. This is where losers become winners.
Huh? You guys are making me nervous. All right. Shut up, Jason.
4, 3, 2, 1. Last one.
Okay, brief comms.
Yeah.
Arena, brand new. Alrighty, let's start again. Had to let that out. Sorry, had to get it.
Thank you so much. It's My name is David Dickert. I am the esports coordinator for the University of Southern Mississippi, and my role is to make sure students are having a great student experience while also managing and planning and cultivating pretty much everything that has to do with esports. We've been competing over the past 2 years in a combination of conferences. And one of the most important conferences for us is NACE, the National Association of Collegiate Esports. I serve on the competition council for them as well. And so, you know, we compete in all the games that NACE offers, and we compete in another conference as well. Fortnite got 9th in the national championships for no build. It was out of like 47, 50 teams that qualified for nationals. Our League of Legends team did really well, went to the national championships against New Mexico in the other conference we compete in. Unfortunately, we lost, but that was a huge step up from the year before, and I think that was even before we were using FitGamer. Valorant team is looking as strong as ever. I got a fresh new group of students in, transfers from all across the country, as well as internationally. We have players from Brazil, Venezuela, Canada, Puerto Rico. And so they're all coming in for that. And so, all these teams are doing fantastic. Rainbow Six actually won a national championship last year. It's fantastic. And I do think Fit Gamer has a huge part to play, because that stereotype is something I've been fighting for the better part of my entire life. Dipping into health and wellness is incredibly important. Not just physical health in terms of getting up and moving or stretching, which our players do, but also like taking care of your eyesight. The way that we are now staring at screens all the time, making sure you have glasses that can handle that, making sure that your eyes don't get damaged. And after a lot of the news of injuries in esports related to like carpal tunnel or wrist injuries, people getting it before, traditional, historical cases have shown, I think health and wellness is how we prepare the next generation for those kinds of hurdles. There's a reason that these professional players are doing it, and that's because it's good for their players. And in turn, it yields positive results. So at USM, I also serve on the mental health task force. And what that is a group of staff members who work with students to identify positive mental health resources on and off campus. When I talk to a lot of players and they're comfortable sharing, they mention that esports and the space, the structure, the competition, it's provided them with not just a social space that they're comfortable in, but also a routine that allows them to not just eliminate bad habits, but start new ones. Being able to put in a habit of before every game, before you go on stage, you do 20 minutes of mindfulness. That's a fantastic habit to have. Maybe you go outside, you sit in the sun, you watch the squirrels, you watch nature, you stretch, you do jumping jacks. And exercise has a very positive impact on mental health. That's been shown in multiple psychological and kinesiology studies. It's the way I describe it to players is, if you take care of yourself, your grades will improve. You'll be able to stay in esports, and esports will be that cyclical habit creation that leads you to success in the classroom and outside of the classroom. Not only that, but it'll combat things like depression. It'll combat things like anxiety. It'll combat things that students will have a very hard time dealing with. And the number one thing is stress. That is something that every person in college, unfortunately, is going to come across. And how you deal with that stress is very important. If you deal with it in an unhealthy way, you create bad habits that are detrimental to your body, which lead to a poor quality of life. If you handle it positively, then you're able to tackle it in a healthy way. And esports is one of those things that people think would be a negative way to approach stress, but it depends on how you do it. There's quite a bit, but every single thing that I could say revolves around one core aspect of what a university is, and what it's meant to do. So I would say being able to have a positive impact on students' lives, being able to help as much as I can, in whatever I can to the best of my ability, and being able to provide a space that students feel safe and welcome.
Well played.